it's number one, attitude. Does somebody understand that they need to change and want to change?
Yeah.
Number two, do they have the skills to be able to change? And number three, do they have the knowledge to know how to change?
Can I take this 1 sec? Hi, Sandra. Movie, by the way, which is called In Time.
Okay.
And this one is this would be my like an encore or one more thing, what Steve Jobs would say, or a parting gift. Why? Because it's about. I realized when I was sick that time is one of the most precious things in the world. It's one thing you cannot buy. I mean, if you waste time, you cannot buy new time, so to speak. And one of the things the movie focuses on is that in some sort of distant future, time is a currency, which means everybody gets to live like 25 years.
Oh, I've seen that. Is that where they have the thing on their arm where they?
The display under their skin. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And fear is one of the main impediments I see with a lot of entrepreneurs, or even with a lot of people when it concerns personal change.
Right.
But time, the issue of time, is also one of them.
Yeah.
And nobody knows for sure that they live a year from now, or even a month or a day from now, but they don't act like it because you don't feel the pressure. And on one part, my whole talk is about eliminating pressure, and on the other end, I would say if people recognize that time is really precious, which I did because of the crisis I went through, then you would be more motivated to spend it wisely.
And that movie is interesting because it showed very clearly the social strata, that the poor people, the ones who had very little time, were always running. Exactly.
And that girl, Amanda Seyfried, learns to appreciate time at the point where she has no time.
Right.
So that would be my message. If you only appreciate it if you don't have it, and then it's too late.
Yeah.
Or almost too late.
And you can also equate that with health. Most people don't appreciate their good health until they're sick.
Yeah.
And then they can think of nothing else than becoming well again.
And so that would be time and health or energy in a broader sense are like things you cannot buy, and on the other hand are very important if you want to succeed. Use your time wisely.
Yeah.
And I recently heard a talk from some time management guru who made a strong case about, well, there are many people all arguing, I don't have enough time, and if there only were 26 hours in a day. And he said something like, yeah, but if you gave those people 2 hours, they just spoil 2 hours, because if you don't use the time you have in the right way, 2 hours extra won't solve your problem. And I strongly believe in that most entrepreneurs and or students or whatever don't use their time effectively.
Right.
And he had I cannot rephrase it, but he had this really strong word to symbolize that you don't focus on the right stuff, and that you have like all these attention, well, call it lines or beams or whatever, going out do the wrong things instead of just one strong beam focusing on what you have to accomplish.
That's also
to get where you want to go.
Stephen Covey concept. Doing right.
Yeah, probably. So that would be. I don't know how much time we will have during the talk, and how much I will wander off or elaborate about certain points. But time for me would be something we should incorporate in the talk.
Well, let's talk a little bit about format.
Can I
because
share my biggest struggle at the moment? Because for me, it's not that difficult to talk about, let's say, 5 or 6 or 4 movies and
mhm,
what they are about and what the takeaway for me would be in order to have some tools or knowledge or maybe attitude change to enable change.
mhm,
For me, what is a bit of a struggle now is the layup, the introduction, which prepares for, well, first of all, who's this guy and why should I listen to him about change?
right,
And the bridge towards movies. And for me, during our conversation last time, and maybe the key element is conversation, the bridge was quite natural.
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah,
so maybe we could like replicate that through you asking something or whatever. But if I were there just talking, hi, I'm Mahanaim, and then say
mm,
something about I was on top of my game, and then 2 months later I was like sitting in this really small apartment with no money, no car, whatever.
yeah.
That just might not do it. And
I'm glad you're saying that. That's exactly what I was thinking. That the format could be just very much a conversation between you and I.
yeah,
Uh, we need to position it so that, like you said, people will have a reason they will want to watch.
yeah,
If we just say, "Hey, Mahanaim and Leo are having a conversation,"
join in. Yeah,
that's not going to work. So
yeah,
at least their expectations won't be appropriate.
yeah, yeah. And I was
And
thinking, I mean, it's got all these elements. It got like fiction, movie stars, non-fiction, lessons for life. I mean, it's got everything, but we have to, well, make clear what it's about.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, so format will be a conversation.
Hmm.
Uh, let's think in hashtags. Movies, life, fear. Um,
Yeah, I was even thinking it's also about becoming a hero in your own life,
yeah,
because the journey a hero always starts out like either someone the audience doesn't like that much or a loser or whatever, and he has to go through stuff to find his superpower,
right.
um, and fight his own demons mostly, or real villains. And in the end, he reaches an insight or a goal or whatever, or gets the girl. So maybe we can work on that.
Yeah. Finding your own superpower, fighting villains, getting the girl.
I think we can make a nice poster with that one.
Yeah, indeed. That's one thing about that movie, In Time. I could never figure out why all the people were so damn good looking. I thought, okay, what was it? They only lived to 25 or something,
Hmm.
and that assumes that everybody who's 25 is slender and good looking, and but okay.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah. There's a lot of themes here, and I want to be careful that we're not trying to do too much all at once.
True. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. For me, the essence is still form follows fiction in the sense what lessons you could take from or take away from movies and heroes in movies and their struggle to achieve actual change on the short run in your own life. that for me that would be the focal point, and everything else is just like nice packaging or getting people to get excited about watching it.
Yeah.
But I think that I really think the tools might be just the thing some people need, because a lot of people